Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie and this is literally the sweetest episode ever. It's all about donuts. It's International Donut Day. We're crafting, we're eating and we're crafting donuts. Let's go. Okay, so today we're making donuts. So these are the gorgeous, yummiest colors I could find for donuts. Now you could go with a bright range, but I like the pastel look of donuts. So these are my beautiful colors that we're going to use to make donuts. Let's die cut some donuts. I'm going to use brown for my donut base. And I need some icing, which would be white. Another donut could be pink icing, and this icing I'll do a yellow and a blue. Cover it and let's run this through. You know the drill. I like to run it through twice, one forward and one back to get any little pieces. Let's take a look at our pieces. First thing I like to do is pop them back on my magnetic die stand so I don't lose them. Beautiful. That one can go there. I got my yellow and my blue, got my pink. I like to use my weeding tools just to poke it out in the hole there, and that helps me grab out my donut. There we go. Pop that back there. And my icing. This one can be a little bit tricky because it's a fine die cut. So I'm just going to play around with it using my weeding tools just to grab them out. Just going to help it out from the back there. Just gently pull it out. There you have your icing. Okay, let's pop that aside. And let's get ready to put our donuts together. Okay, so for my donuts, I want a bit of height. So I'm using my foam squares because they're small enough to fit on the donut and high enough to give it the height so it looks like a 3D donut. So what I like to do is put a few on the back of the icing, peel it back. See how they're small enough to fit on anything this size? Now our foam squares and dots do come in black and white, depending on what project you're making. Okay, there's my first little donut. Okay, so for my white squiggle icing, I want to glue that onto my pink. So I'm going to turn it around, hold it with my tweezers, and use my all-purpose art glue and just dab it on the edges, not a lot. If it does squish out, it's okay because it will dry clear, but because this is a strong, quick drying glue, you don't need too much. So I'm not putting any in the middle because the middle is going to get cut out, and I'm just going to place it on top of the pink and push down the icing where I want it to stick. Push it in. Now I've got to work quick because this does dry quick. Happy with that. Oops, just like that. So now I'm going to go in with my craft knife and cut out the centers. So I'm just going to move these aside. So I'm using our A6 cards and envelopes, white in color. So all I did was get one card, cut it in half, and then I cut out a border, and I'm using another card to go on top to make my box. And then you're going to need your acetate sheets. Now they come 10 in a pack, they're 12 by 12, and you can cut these on a guillotine. So I cut it to size to fit in my window. So the first thing you've got to do is pop your window down, and I like to arrange all my donuts inside the window before I glue them in place. I think I want that one there, pink one in the center, purple donut, my white one, and my yellow. So once you're happy with them, we can go ahead and glue them. And to glue them, I'm using my tweezers and my all-purpose art glue. Just a little bit of glue. And I like to use tweezers so I can take my time and position it where I want it to go in the box. So I want this to look like a real donut box. They are coming together gorgeous. You can make a bigger card and make a box of donuts of 8 or 10. But I think this is just right the size. It's nice and cute. Just going to push them down. 3 more to go. Now you can personalize these cards and make them any color you like. If someone likes chocolate, I will do all different chocolate ones. Okay. One more here. Beautiful. Now what I want to do is add some glitter. So I'm using my Winkle glitters and I'm using the clear one. Give it a shake. And I just want to go over the icing just to give it a bit of a sparkle. Just like that. So I'm going to take off the lid now because we need to get this ready. Let's pop that aside. So I'm going to use my double-sided tape and another piece for here. And the sides. Oops. Now let's get the backing off. Oops, it's very sticky. Two more sides to go. Okay. Oops. Now we're going to get our lid and we just want to stick it to cover the center. Okay, just like that. So you always want to cut that smaller than the frame so it can fit in. So now we're going to go in with our double-sided tape with the foam because we want it to sit up higher than the donuts so it looks like an actual box. So I'm just going to measure this up and cut it to size. One on that side. One on this side. And on both sides. Just down here. Now this card could be used for anything. Could be a happy birthday, could be a I love you, I miss you, you're so sweet. Let's pull these back. These are very quick and easy to make and so much fun. Okay, one more side. There we go. Oh, it's so strong. Okay, let's bring the donuts back. First up, I'm going to fold it. Okay, let's box up these donuts. Just like that. Gorgeous already. Now, one more thing to make it stunning. Let's add a sentiment. Let's go with happy birthday. Now you can use any color. I'm going with black because it gives it a bit of a pop on top of the pastel donuts. Well, let's put the birthday sign down here. I'm using my all-purpose art glue. It's white, so it'll dry clear. And that sticks beautifully. There you go. There's my donut box card. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to have your sweet donut this week, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye.